The opening night of WrestleMania brought shocking results, career-changing performances, and arguably the most unique match in WWE history. And we're just getting started. Hello everyone, I'm Mackenzie Mitchell for WWE Now with all of the results from an epic start to the only WrestleMania that's too big for just one night. Here's your Part 1 WrestleMania recap presented by Snickers. Snickers satisfies. Warning, spoilers ahead. The Undertaker promised to bring AJ Styles pain, suffering, and most importantly to ensure the Phenomenal One would rest in peace. The pair also delivered one of the most unique showdowns in WWE history with a groundbreaking Boneyard match. With AJ Styles preparing to bury him alive, the dead man would re-emerge from his own grave to pay the Phenomenal One for the endless insults leading into the showcase of the Immortals. Styles would plead for forgiveness, but there was only one way this tale could end, with The Undertaker lowering the dirt and looming over his rival's grave in well-earned silence. Braun Strowman met Goldberg in a real-life Clash of the Titans for the Universal title. The larger-than-life showdown started fast and furious as Goldberg hit Strowman with 4 straight spears. But it wasn't enough to defeat the monster among men, as Strowman countered with 4 power slams of his own to manhandle the champion and claim the Universal title. With every strike, slam, and in-match sermon, it was made clear how personal this matchup was between Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins. The Monday Night Messiah seemed preordained to silence the non-compliant after smashing KO with the ringside bell. But Owens denied himself the victory by technicality and called Rollins back to continue in a no disqualification match. It appeared to be a foolish decision as Rollins hit Owens with repeated chair shots, but it was KO who turned the tables with a fearless dive from the WrestleMania sign onto his rival. Ultimately, it was Owens who burned it down, claiming the win, even if it meant breaking himself in the process. The SmackDown Tag Team titles were on the line as 3 of WWE's top athletes were on display in a thrilling triple threat ladder match. John Morrison, Kofi Kingston, and Jimmy Uso constantly reached new heights as each competitor's attack was more sensational than the last. In an unbelievable finish, all 3 competitors met at the top of the ladder, but Morrison's ensuing fall with the titles brought home the championship for the self-proclaimed greatest tag team of the 21st century. Well, say what you want about Sami Zayn before he says it first, but the Intercontinental Champion remained resourceful in defending his title. After Zayn's initial countout plan and pleading failed, Daniel Bryan controlled the match and brutalized the champion in every part of the ring. In the end, it was one well-timed haluva kick from the Great Liberator that kept the title within the Artist Collective. With all the bad blood coming in, it was no surprise that Becky Lynch and Shayna Baszler came out throwing a fury of punches. The cage fighters spent a large chunk of the match on the offense, but we all know it takes more than just desire to bring down the man. After the Queen of Spades locked in a Karafuda clutch, Lynch dug deep to counter and retain the Raw Women's Championship. King Corbin was expecting a coronation. Instead, Elias delivered him a fight. With his status in doubt after Corbin's SmackDown blindside assault, Elias shocked Corbin with his return and then surprised him even more with a quick roll-up for the decisive 1-2-3. Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross had their sights set on reclaiming the women's tag team title for quite some time, and at WrestleMania, they made the most of their opportunity. In the end, Bliss and Cross persevered past the high-flying attacks of the Kabuki Warriors and left holding the coveted championships high. Drew Gulak and Cesaro have been at the center of the ongoing rivalry between Intercontinental Champion Sami Zayn and Daniel Bryan. And the two put on an impressive technical display to open WrestleMania 36. The Swiss Cyborg ultimately conquered Gulak with an eye-opening no-handed airplane spin to claim the opening victory. Stay tuned to WWE's digital and social channels as Part 2 of WrestleMania 36 returns Sunday night at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific on the WWE Network with the excitement of a WWE Championship clash, a Firefly Funhouse match, and more looming for the WWE Universe.